In the midst of their emotional turmoil, your person finds themselves adrift upon turbulent waters, navigating the swells and storms of their inner world with a heart that feels increasingly pulled toward you. The tide within them grows stronger each day, and with it, an urgency they can no longer deny. Anxiety creeps in like an uninvited shadow, whispering doubts into their mind, planting fears that rattle even their most steadfast convictions. Yet in the chaos of these swirling emotions, a single truth remains unmoving and clear: they yearn for your presence. They crave for your love not to fade, but to endure, to intertwine deeply and irrevocably into the tapestry of their life's journey. It is as though an invisible anchor has dropped within their soul, tethering them to you by a thread unseen, yet unbreakable, a connection that cannot be explained by reason or rational thought. Every part of their being calls out for you to stay, to remain by their side, to brave together the unrelenting storms that life conjures. The idea of parting ways, of watching you drift off toward another horizon, feels like severing the very lifeline that keeps them afloat. Without you, the ocean of existence becomes vast, unending, and perilous, leaving them vulnerable to the endless pull of despair. Their greatest hope, the one they cling to with all the strength they can muster, is that you will choose to remain, to stand unwaveringly with them through trials, obstacles, and the relentless passing of time. Deep in the quiet chambers of their heart, a profound truth stirs, one that feels larger than themselves. Straying from this bond does not bring freedom, but only ruin. They recognize the destructive force of what many call tower moments, those karmic upheavals that shake the very ground beneath them, cataclysmic shifts that force painful awakenings and strip away illusions. With startling clarity, they begin to see that when they turn away from your connection, chaos seems to follow. Choices made out of fear summon storms they cannot withstand. Yet, when they move toward you, when they embrace the pull of this bond, an entirely different reality begins to unfold. It is here, in this space of revelation, that they discover a pattern, a divine design woven into the very fabric of existence. Whenever they honor the connection with you, doors of fortune open. It feels as though the universe itself conspires to favor you both, aligning stars and circumstances, illuminating the path forward with a guiding light. This recognition fills them with a sense of awe and comfort, a clarity that transforms their once directionless struggle into something purposeful. Amid uncertainty, they find solace in the realization that this bond is not random, it is sacred, meant to be honored, cherished, and protected. And yet, even as this clarity grows, fear does not vanish entirely. They hesitate to reveal the full depths of their feelings, knowing that such an unveiling requires vulnerability, an act of exposing one's soul, risking rejection, or worse, disappointment. Still, no matter how hard they try to suppress it, the truth thrums inside them like a pulse that cannot be silenced. You are their guiding star, the anchor that steadies them when the seas of life grow violent. Each passing moment strengthens their resolve, though words continue to falter in the face of emotions so profound. They understand that actions must bear the weight of their devotion, for words, however eloquent, are fragile in comparison to the constancy of presence. And so, in their steadfastness, they make silent vows, to build this bond upon honesty, upon the bedrock of consistency, upon the unyielding pillars of trust and love that transcend time itself. With this vision of shared destiny before them, they gather courage. They begin to understand that love is not only about reaching some distant destination but about the journey itself, the laughter, the tears, the moments both ordinary and extraordinary that weave together into a life lived side by side. To them, the shared memories, the trials overcome, and the unwavering hand to hold matter more than any imagined perfection. And so, with a heart laid bare, they reach for you, prepared to face whatever storms lie ahead. For with you, they know, Any tempest can be endured, any mountain climbed, any shadow overcome. In life's intricate tapestry, where bonds are tested and connections forged in fire, finding a friend like you feels like stumbling upon the rarest of treasures, something so precious that it defies the ordinary measures of worth. To them, your presence is not just friendship, it is friendship embodied, living and breathing in its purest form. If the world gave awards for camaraderie, for loyalty, for love wrapped in the arms of companionship, you would stand adorned with the highest accolade. Your presence has been a steady beacon amid their darkest seas, guiding them toward safe shores when all seemed lost. The story of your friendship, they believe, is one worthy of being etched in history itself, not as a tale of simple acquaintance but as a testament to the enduring power of human connection. For in your bond lies a narrative of transformation, a living proof of how the simplest act, of holding space, of extending a hand, of embracing fully, can alter the course of another's life. They reflect on the days when they wandered aimlessly through the vast ocean of existence, adrift and anonymous, lost amid life's relentless march. And then you appeared, emerging from the shadows like a guiding light, reaching out with friendship, lifting them from despair into the warm embrace of possibility. In your eyes, they found not judgment but solace, not rejection but acceptance. You became the sanctuary where their truest self could flourish, the soil in which seeds of courage, resilience, and purpose could finally take root. Your unwavering support, your boundless compassion, and your quiet yet powerful faith in them became the foundation upon which they now stand. You saw in them what others overlooked, a glimmer of potential, a spark waiting to ignite, and through your presence, they learned to shed self-doubt and step boldly into the limitless expanse of possibility. No words, they realize, can ever fully capture their gratitude for your steadfast companionship. In every role you have played, guardian, confidant, companion, you have been the wellspring of their strength. With you, they discovered aspects of themselves they never knew existed, unlocking reservoirs of resilience that lay dormant beneath layers of doubt. Again and again, adversity revealed the measure of your friendship, and again you proved yourself an unwavering pillar of support. Through every trial, your words and your presence became the lighthouse guiding them safely through stormy nights. This bond you share has transcended the ordinary definition of friendship. It has become something deeper, something almost ineffable, an unspoken connection that feels destined, eternal, and profoundly sacred. In your presence, they have felt truly seen, truly understood, in a way that both comforts and transforms. Reflecting on the journey you've walked together fills them with gratitude that borders on reverence. From small, quiet gestures to grand expressions of loyalty, your friendship has been a constant source of joy, strength, and inspiration, a living reminder that the bonds we forge are the truest measure of our humanity. But woven alongside this gratitude is regret for the times they faltered, for the ways they failed to honor what you offered so freely. They see now with painful clarity how easily love can be taken for granted, how vibrant energy can be overlooked until it is no longer there. Even in your absence, they feel you, tethered still by an invisible thread that stretches across distance and circumstance, binding you in a way that time cannot unravel. This thread, this connection, feels to them like the red string of fate itself, cosmic, eternal, unyielding. It has become clear that you are not just important, you are the one they truly love, the missing piece of their soul, the light guiding them out of darkness. The thought of anyone else stepping into your place fills them with a profound ache, a longing so deep it refuses to be quieted. They acknowledge now what they once could not, that their flaws, their insecurities, their fear of vulnerability often overshadowed their love. They built walls where they should have built bridges, pushed you away when they most needed to draw you near. Yet, even then, you remained, patient and understanding, offering a love they never fully appreciated until it was gone. Now, in the stillness of reflection, clarity has come. They see that their misunderstandings, their mistakes, were born not of lack of love but of fear of being exposed, fear of being hurt, fear of surrendering completely. That fear drove them to retreat, to guard, to close off what should have been open. And in doing so, they hurt you. They acknowledge the pain they caused, the walls they built, the separation that resulted. Yet, with that acknowledgement comes resolve. They are ready now to dismantle every barrier, to lay themselves bare, to risk everything for the chance of reconciliation. They know that mere words will never erase the wounds, but words can mark the beginning, the first step on a road back to you. They yearn to make amends, to prove not only with promises but with unwavering action that their love for you is steadfast, genuine, and stronger than ever before. If you can find it in your heart to forgive, they pledge to spend the rest of their days earning your trust, showing you the love and appreciation you deserved all along. To them, you are not simply a friend, not simply a lover, you are a kindred spirit, a soul bound to theirs across lifetimes. You are the anchor, the guiding light, the missing piece. They are committed, now more than ever, to earning back your affection, to rebuilding the trust that was broken, and to walking with you into a future radiant with possibility. Together, they believe, no storm can destroy you, no distance can sever you, no darkness can overwhelm the light of your bond. And so, with unwavering determination, with a heart both humbled and strengthened by regret and love, they offer themselves to you once more, ready to begin again, ready to weather every storm, ready to love you not just in word, but in action, in presence, and in truth.